Glad to finally see you again. It's
Thank you.
been a little more than 2 years since our interview about ecstasis. And then I said for me, it was already my album of the year. But now I
Okay.
have to take back my words. Because,
Well, it was a different year.
yes. Because now, last Friday, your sixth album, Time, is even better. I have no words for it. Just wow.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. The reveal of Lighthouse video are just addicting. Sorry if I talk too much, but I'm so excited about this album and talking to you again, of course.
No, don't worry.
Okay. Please tell us more about your journey to your evolution as Infected Rain.
Well, I wouldn't know even where to start because it's been quite a journey. We started the band in a small country in Eastern Europe called Moldova. The founders of this band were just having fun with music, doing something completely different at the time. Vidik, the guitar player, and his friend DJ Kappa, they invited me to sing at one of their rehearsals. We were friends, and one thing led to another, and I ended up trying and just having fun. I felt very safe and not really judged because we were friends and there was no audience. It was just three of us. It was just some cover songs, songs that I knew the words for, and I was just having fun. Now, eventually things became more serious. I started taking vocal lessons. We invited other musicians to join the band. We came up with the name of the band. We started playing shows. Then we recorded our first EP, and then in 2011 we recorded our first full-length album. Everything was quite a challenge and quite a journey. We've been an independent band for 10 years, up until 2019 when we signed with Napalm Records.
Yeah.
And right now, we just released our third album with Napalm Records and sixth album of the band called Time.
How does your hometown or background influence your sound or lyrics?
It doesn't.
No?
No. Why would that be something that influences an artist necessarily? It could be, of course, but it's not what normally happens. I don't think so, at least. I think that more than being influenced, we get inspired or driven by certain things. Nature being part of it, and the nature of your hometown can be that, or the people. But no, the country we were born in and the country we formed the band in did not influence, inspire, or in any ways lead to what we are now. It's the human experience that does. And some of this experience is based in that country, is based with those people, of course. But I lived in different countries throughout my life. Right now, for the past 9 years, I live in America. I'm an American citizen now. I have a dual citizenship, and everything inspires me to be creative. And I know it's the same for my musicians.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. We have only love for our country and the city we were born, but it's a country with such little possibilities, zero possibilities if you choose to be alternative than is the normal society's parameters or requirements. In a country that is so poor economically that in order to record the first album, I had to take 3 jobs. It's in a country where people can barely pay their bills because of how unfair the balances between like salaries and bill and expenses are.
Yeah.
If you're not from the city, from the capital, you're doing even worse. And so I can go on and on like this. And I know it's not the only country like this on the planet, but it's it's not easy to live there. It's not easy to follow your dream in a country like this.
Yeah.
And I know I speak for a lot of artists, a lot of musicians, a lot of youth from my country. That doesn't mean we hate our country, but unfortunately, so many things don't work. And we have to go play shows in other countries. I don't even remember last time I played a show with Infected Rain in our own city, in our own country. So it's been a while.
Is there a song that was particularly challenging to write?
The writing process is not necessarily challenging, but the composing melody to those words could be, because to me, music and melody is what garnishes the emotion that you're trying to deliver through the lyrics. So I do, of course, have a more painful and more personal lyrics in this album, just like I had in previous albums. But I think the most challenging part about it is actually trying to find the right melody to those words, the melody that will actually deliver that message, that emotion. And those songs are Enmity, Because I Let You, Game of Blame, Paura.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
Yeah. I'm sure you do. I'm sure a lot of people can relate in their own way.
Yeah, that's true. Can you share an anecdote about a memorable moment in a rehearsal or a record session?
Not really. I mean, I can share something that happened during the music video shooting, Because I Let You. It is connected specifically with the place we shot the music video at. If you had the opportunity to watch it, you can recognize that is a facility where they mainly work with and on dead people. It was an actual real mortuary. That was a very unique place, but something really interesting / bad happened during the filming. I actually discovered it after, but apparently I almost lost my vision because of a specific quartz lamp being active during the entire session of the applying of the special makeup for my belly. And I was laying down on this table and this lamp was right in my face. It was not above me, it was on the wall. Those quartz lamps, they are used in medical facilities or something similar to a medical facility. They are used to disinfect the air and to kill germs in the air. Now, my mom is a nurse, and she told me that back in the day when she used to work in Moldova, they used to have those, and they used to need to turn them off and not even enter that room after an hour. They are very dangerous for our eyes. They could be more potent than the lamps that are used for tanning purposes. And we had no idea that that was on and that that was dangerous because we rented that we rented the day in that facility, basically. And for a neglect, it was a negligence of the people that opened for us, I guess. They were a little bit in a hurry, didn't pay attention. My eyes were burning all night. I had really swollen eyes. They wouldn't stop tearing, and I couldn't see for a while. And the worst part about it is next day we filmed Lighthouse, and I had to get a good night's sleep and to be able to perform next day. Not only I couldn't sleep all night because of the insane pain, and I couldn't even understand what it was in the beginning. I thought maybe I'm allergic to something. My eyes were so swollen. Next day I had to do my makeup in the darkness because I was sensitive to light right away. I was able to finally go to the doctors after we filmed Lighthouse, and they told me what happened, and I had a burn on my retina, I guess,
Right.
and or on my eye. I don't know how it works, but I'm more light sensitive now than ever. I have to have very light um, lights around the house. Bright lights really hurt me, and reflections of light are really painful. I was lucky, apparently, that lamp was very old,
Mm-hmm.
and because that facility doesn't have, it was a facility specifically, it's a mortuary that worked for an for mentally ill people hospital. So basically people live there, they rarely die there, like unless it's their time. So it was a facility that was not in work as much, and
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know, they didn't change those lamps, and I got lucky enough not to lose my vision. I could
Yeah.
have been blind forever.
That's
Really interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
I had to do a
Scary.
specific cure after for 10 days for my eyes, and I have to wear specific glasses when I am exposed to really bright light.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm fine. It's
Oh,
okay.
that's good to hear. Oh, that would have been, oh, I don't know, not seeing, not hearing, or something. That must be terrible. Can you recall a moment in your career that made you seriously consider your path in music?
Yeah, my first show with Infected Rain, 2008, summer of 2008, very first show. I knew right away that I need to have this in my life, and I will do everything possible to do this for as long as I physically can.
We're lucky you did.
Thank you.
Who's the worst driver in the band? And why should they never be allowed behind the wheel?
Uh, I don't know, actually, because right now I can only say that at this moment, the only person that drove me on tour was Vidic, and we only tried to use that as from one place to the next, where we
Mhm.
then moved to a nightliner and we have an actual
Oh,
driver.
yeah,
So we try not to drive ourselves anymore. It's very draining.
yeah.
Um, but everybody was a good driver even before we had the lineup change, and everybody was a decent driver,
Oh, that's good.
especially considering that you also have to be a musician on tour and do
Yeah,
everything and also drive, so it was quite a challenge.
yeah. So the nightliner was a good solution.
Yeah, it's always a good solution if you have the money for it.
Yeah,
uh, and you hope to have the money for it because you're playing shows and you hope that people
yeah,
will come see you play, and you can pay your expenses. Say that.
yeah. That's true. What is your backup plan if a band member cannot perform due to illness or emergencies?
We don't really have a backup plan, but depends on what musician we're talking about. I believe there could be some exceptions from the rule. We don't really have a backup plan, but I was always told to watch my, sleep and watch my health, because it would be quite difficult to perform a show without the vocalist, even though, of course, in a case of emergency, if it's a one-time thing and you're already on tour, an instrumental show would be really amazing for the fans to hear, because we never do that. But every single musician is very important, and I would hate to play a show without one of them.
Hmm. Yeah,
we
it's like
we don't
family.
have a backup plan, though. We don't.
Yeah, it's like family.
Yeah, it's just different. You can't just deliver the same thing if
No,
you're not together.
no, that's true. No. Are any of you involved in charities or social causes you're passionate about?
I try to help as much as I can a local animal sanctuary. It's called Animals and Friends Sanctuary here in Las Vegas. I've done a coffee with a coffee company from America here that I didn't get any profit from. All my profit went towards this charity, and basically everybody who bought this coffee was helping this sanctuary, and it's still out there on Black Heart coffee, and it is very cool how they collaborate with different musicians and the cause they go for. The company is fully, cruelty-free and plant-based. The owners are, so they were very excited to be part of something like this. We do plan to have other similar charities in the future. We've tried to help the planet by making certain choices when it comes to merch quality and merch material. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to collaborate with certain companies that approach us, because often there's not enough information. Mm-hmm. And in order to avoid our fans in investing or our fans getting their payment directed to something else, we try to stick only with places that we can see ourselves. Yeah. So I've had an idea to do something for children in like an orphanages in Moldova long ago. Mm-hmm. But I found out that they only take money. And I don't like those kind of facilities that only take money, because people can help with produce and clothes and books, and there's so much that there is needed, and their policy of only accepting money threw me off a little bit. So yeah, I gotta say that unfortunately, even in this industries of so-called charity, and even there are people that benefit from it, and it's very hard, and hey, don't get me wrong, certain people should benefit from it because they are investing in their cause. But it's up to a specific level. So for now, I'm only doing this with the animals, and I like to visit that place a lot. I also took part of a local event that they had. They had a local event where they were collecting clothes and things from the house that are in decent conditions that you could just donate there, and they would just have a yard sale of these things for people to get something in return for their money, but the money would go towards the food and the shelter of the animals. So I've done things like that with them. But I do want to do more for them and with them. The owner is absolutely great. It's a family, but Tara, she is the owner, and there's so much love in her heart for these animals, and it melts my heart to see that every time. So
yeah. Well, we're kind of alike, because I do the same things. With the animals. So nice. In Spain, in Romania, and another one, but closer to home. And yeah, we work together. So it's nice to hear.
That's awesome. Really nice of you to spread love even in other countries. Very, very nice of you. There is a really diehard fan of Infected Rain that started recently to rescue dogs from places that are trying to put the dogs down, or from owners that can't afford to have them anymore, or from the streets. And I am planning to help them in the future. We already have something planned. Yeah, like you said, sometimes it's hard, because when you try to help people, there's a lot of things that are unspoken, unfortunately. As I said, like the situation with the orphanages in Moldova, I had so much to donate, and I wanted to cooperate in the future as well. And they literally said, unfortunately, we only take money. And it's like that for many facilities, they only take money. But hey, money sometimes could be the most difficult thing to donate. Yes. And I know that children can use clothes, books, food. Like, I know that for a fact.
So you have upcoming European UK tour supporting
Yes.
Amarante
And Dragon Force.
and Dragon Force, the 21st in Hamburg. Please tell us more.
Well, I can't tell you too much because it didn't start yet. I don't know yet. I never met the people yet. I only met the vocalist for Amaranth, Elise, once at a festival. She was super friendly and super kind. But I had a very short interaction with her because we were leaving. That's it. I did not have the opportunity yet to meet the bands and to see them perform and or to work with them. So I've only heard good things, and we are very excited. It starts in Hamburg on the 21st and it ends in London on the 24th of March. So give or take a month of touring with bands that are in a slightly different genre of metal, which makes me very curious about the audience and about the experience we're going to have.
Can I ask you the personal question about the sleeve? I asked you 2 years ago as well. So
what did you ask?
I asked you if I could ask you why you have your black sleeve. And then you explained to me. And at that moment, the ecdysis, the cover, the white, I thought it would fit you on your arm. And you said, I have to think about it, what I'm going to place on it. But I don't see anything yet.
Yeah, for now, I like it clean like that. Yeah, as I said then, and I'm still thinking the same way. Maybe eventually I will add some white. That's a great idea for the cocoon to be there.
That would be
because of how it's made. But yeah, I'm not planning to yet. I'm working on my right leg at the moment. I'm trying to have both legs finished. The same artist is working on it, putting it together. So working on that at the moment.
Okay. I think, do you still want to say anything to your viewers and listeners, fans?
I can just say thank you. Thank you so much for giving us a chance. Thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to share our music. I hope to see you at our shows. And thank you for listening or watching this interview.
Emotions generate a certain energy that interacts with the universe. And that this energy can be harnessed to bring about our desired outcomes. By aligning our intentions and desires with this energy, we can create a reality that is in harmony with our goals and aspirations.
Be strong, don't give in. Stay devoted to your dream. These dance can have your favorite rhythm. If only you could use what you were given. It's time to realize see